Let's go to Pakistan and speak to Fawad Chaudhry, who is a senior member of Prime Minister Imran Khan's cabinet and is the Minister of Information and Broadcasting. Minister, welcome to the programme. Thank you so much for your time. Where does Pakistan fit into the international discussions that are taking place? We know that about 60 countries or so are in communication with each other, and they believe they have to have a collective approach towards what's happened in Afghanistan. But surprisingly, President Joe Biden still hasn't called Imran Khan, your Prime Minister.
Well, this is obviously up to the President Biden that who he likes to call or how he wants to proceed with Afghanistan. The way President Biden and the U.S. administration has moved in Afghanistan, obviously it's open analysis and anyone can have its own judgment. Pakistan's role is very clear. We stand for inclusivity. We stand for strong government, inclusive of all the group. We are coordinating our efforts with all regional powers. We are closely in touch with USA. We are also closely in touch with China and obviously Turkey. We believe that the decision-making within Afghanistan is obviously a right of the people of Afghanistan, but the role regional, the countries and the powers can play is that how can we enable stability in Afghanistan, and this is the role we're trying to play.
Does Pakistan have any particular red lines when it comes to possible recognition of the Taliban as the legitimate government of the country? Pakistan being, back in '96 to 2001, one of only 3 countries in the whole world that recognized the Taliban back then.
Well, at that time, obviously, Saudi Arabia and UAE also recognized Taliban, and so do Pakistan. But at the moment, we have already announced that we don't want to take any decision unilaterally. We are in touch with President Erdogan. We are in touch with China and even other countries like UK. As you know, that the Prime Minister Imran Khan got calls from all the world powers, and we are trying to come up with a strategy for that where the decision-making should not be isolated. Rather, it should be collective, and we can actually take the situation in Afghanistan towards stability.
Do you feel that Pakistan has enough influence over the Afghan Taliban that it might be able to affect some of the issues that concern both Pakistan and the West?
Well, even in the recent past, Pakistan was the country who brought USA and Taliban on the table, and obviously we also tried to bring Taliban in negotiations with the Kabul government. And unfortunately, the stubborn attitude of President Ashraf Ghani and previous regime, they failed to get any advantage of the situation, the positive situation that Pakistan created. And now again, we don't control Taliban, nor we have kind of decision-making power vis-a-vis Taliban. But yes, there is an influence, and we are in touch with all the all the groups in Afghanistan. Even now, till yesterday, we are hosting all non-Taliban groups in Islamabad. So we are in touch with all the groups in Afghanistan, and that's the role we have. We want to play. We want to bring all these groups together to form a collective government, or kind of a government that has, that inclusion of all the groups.
Sure. Listen, domestically, how much concern is there amongst the people of Pakistan and also your government that the Pakistani Taliban might become emboldened by what they have seen happening across the border? I mean, understandably, the two groups don't necessarily see eye to eye on everything, but already senior members of the Pakistani Taliban have been in Afghanistan since Sunday's takeover. What about the security concerns and the fallout from what's happening across the border in your country?
Well, I think the statement by Afghan Taliban spokesperson that they will not allow Afghan land to be used against any other country is extremely welcoming, and we believe this is the spirit that they should move forward. Also, I am of the view, we are in Pakistan, many people and analysts believe that the Indian connection, the way India was actually financing TTP and BLA and other terrorist groups in Afghanistan to actually do terrorism in Pakistan is now no more there. So that will be helpful actually. right now, and also we are working closely with the forces and other groups within Afghanistan. That these groups, and also one of the precondition of one of the primary condition of this situation, in this situation that we have put forward, is that Afghanistan land should not be used for terrorism against any other country, and it should not become hub of international terrorist organization at any cost.
Minister Fawad Chaudhry, thank you so much indeed. So really appreciate your spending time with us on TRT World.